Hello everybody, it is Umbra here to take you through on this lovely day through the wonderful producer live letter to give you a little bit more information. So let's get into it. So we have a new Earth Elemental defensive looking mage-based character that will be coming to JP in a matter of hours. So that is probably going to be fairly exciting for Earth Elemental players, and we'll give you the details probably later tomorrow, and I'll definitely be live streaming tomorrow. But so what do we got? So opening remarks mostly about the fact that the third 3.5 anniversary is coming up soon for JP, which last year 2.5 had Mashari and Glassy, so what's the 3.5 gonna have? They know, but they're not telling us, so who cares? As for Another Story 2 has finished up, but haven't released all the characters yet, so the final two, Yardo and Rafu, will be released, relatively quickly within each other. Probably Rafu at the latest will be next month on April 1st. Or if people are wondering, maybe middle of the month, Rafu, don't get your hopes up at all, because middle of the month is White Day, so we're probably going to see another special male character show up to the game, and since there's been a ton of male characters in a row for JP, probably going to continue. As for continuing into the producer live letter, Master Quest 2, or Master Ability 2 for Resnick, UR Leela, and one mid-tier character, Shirao. So interesting here for a couple of reasons. Leela is currently used in dark teams somewhat frequently, mainly because Ruin Stern is also another possibility that is run in at least a few videos and content I see. Resnick, on the other hand, I'm expecting Resnick to get basically nothing because she's already pretty meta. She's the best healer in the game, and I just don't think she's going to get that much. She'll probably just get some survivability and call it a day. As for Leela, I'm hoping that Leela gets a more substantial update, because not bad and in one of the strongest elements, but probably could use a little bit of improvement. So let's go. Let's hope for it. Continuing on, for unit upgrades into the Dream Enhancement / Reincarnation system, we have a slew of characters this month, and there isn't going to be another collaboration. More than almost 99% sure there won't be another collaboration this month, because White Day is coming up, and that'll probably have some significance for a character. Could be Rafu, but I'm going to say not. So what do we got here? Well, we got Ruin Stern, Kilf, Eileen, and a bunch of lower 2 characters, including Severo, Socia, Lilith, and the likes. So things that stand out here, Ruin Stern might get a good enough update to be even more powerful. He's basically run in dark parties with Sephiroth already, so I think that this will be one to keep your eye on. As for Kilf and Eileen, obvious synergy with the new Earth Elemental character that's coming out right away. And I probably have more hope for Kilf to get something borderline broken, maybe. But we'll see. So yes, that is basically week 2. As for week 4, we have Howlet, Moore, Niv, Lish, and Rafal as our URs this time. And honestly, is there anything that strikes me here? It's the 4th chance for Howlet to get crapped on, potentially. In terms of his updates, it does feel like this is one of those characters that he just doesn't quite get there ever, does he? And I realize that some people are not happy with telling the honest truth, but I don't know, man. It just doesn't feel like he's ever get there. He might have more application against the new Earth Elemental teams that will be coming up, but again, this we'll just see. So yes, Rafal as a selection quest character is pretty interesting because these selection quest characters usually are it's hard to say, like the UR horns aren't provided for them, which sucks in terms of updating them, but they are potentially farmable ones, and neither are the scrolls, I should say, so that's a bit of a problem. But is Rafal going to be good enough? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe? That's a toughie. Continuing on, Niv, I don't think will be very interesting because Earth seems to be getting a major power boost this month, so I think she'll fall behind because of that and probably not be as good because of some of the other really strong teams right now. As for Moore is always interesting. She might get, so I'm going to put the highest chance on something broken because that's kind of the way this works now. It's just like guessing like who's going to be super broken. I think that the most likely chance is Howlet because he's just been so maligned for so long that he seems to have important or be featured in a ton of official artwork and whatnot. So I'm gonna say him. I'm gonna say Moore. Maybe she gets like a soft Amnolus style upgrade, which will make her actually really, really good. I'm super curious about how this ends up working out and how this shapes out. Gonna of course keep an eye on this, but yeah, that's it. And my computer's being Giphy. As for the update this month, basically some stuff to do with Guild Wars. Unfortunately, none of those UI improvements that I've been really looking forward to, but some stuff to do with Guild Battle and being able to check on how that's going. So maybe Battlefield of Destruction, the new mode, might actually come back with some improvements. And of course, there's a slew of upgrades planned in the future, but as for right now, mostly just a tiny update for this month for JP, so not too terribly much. And the last thing is in the conclusion here, where in the conclusion we can see that War of the Visions will be getting a little bit of a special update this month. It looks like we are getting a new SSR unit, and it's been 1,000 years since we've seen this happen. And it is seemingly a katana user, so that doesn't ring any particular bells for characters currently in the story, so maybe a new side story that's coming up with a character attached to it. But yeah, there you go. That's the rundown of most of the important stuff in the producer live letter. We'll keep an eye on the updates to see if any of these are really good enough to merit dream enhancements, since they really still haven't also fixed anything to do with acquisition of those materials. I'm not holding my breath super hard for this one, and yeah, I don't really think anything else. So thanks so much for watching, take care, and see you next time.